Hey everyone, I'm Woe and Grow.
And I'm Volcanic Dynamo. And welcome to the Super Smash Bros. Picks 1000 follower plus Q&A video.
Thank you for the continuing support. We can't believe we even got this far. It's kind of hard to believe, and it's really great that it was able to happen right before I leave for college. I literally leave in the morning. So yeah, we're just going to be answering some of your guys' questions.
We got 3 really nice ones for today, and we're going to start with a question from Mr. Gecko Warrior. He asks, which 3 new It's Mr.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hey.
He asks, which 3 new characters do you think should be added besides the 3 that are confirmed? Lex, you want to go first?
Sure. That's a hard one, but I'd probably say, I'm going to kind of cheat with this one. Mewtwo. I know that he was in Melee, but I think if they brought Mewtwo back, even as a replacement for Lucario, but then have the optional choice to turn into Mega Mewtwo from the new Pokemon game, I think it'd be really good advertisement for the new Pokemon game, and probably add like a really cool moveset for him. I'd really like to see how it would work with the new game dynamics. I haven't played like Melee in forever, so yeah. Other second character would probably be Midna. Twilight Princess is my first Zelda game, and I have a huge love for it just for that. And Midna is like a huge fan favorite. It'd be really cool to see Midna, and maybe Midna and Wolf Link as one character, essentially, to play as. I think that would be really interesting, a different character, and probably use a lot of magic as well as physical attacks and whatever. Third character probably be Princess of Rosalina and the Luma from from Mario Galaxy. She's not like in many games, obviously, but she was popular enough that she was put in Mario Kart Wii, and I think that it could really, they can really make like a really interesting moveset for her, and probably use the Luma for parts of it also. I mean, it would add something to it instead of just having Princess Peach, like have something that's slightly different and still a really cool character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, this could be a chance for Nintendo to be really creative with a moveset. Obviously, they can incorporate the Star Sprint from Galaxy, but from there, they'd have to make something pretty new. And I'd be interested to see how they could make a Rosalina for Smash Brothers. Anyway, my 3, first off, is either Isaac or Matthew from the Golden Sun games. Big fan of Golden Sun after I played Dark Dawn. I know that Isaac was an assist trophy for Super Smash Bros. Brawl, and I'd love to see either him or his son from Dark Dawn make a playable appearance in the series. And the second one, which is kind of a stretch for a moveset, but I'd love to see anyway, Little Mac from Punch-Out, another assist trophy. It might be a little hard for Nintendo to come up with a moveset because we don't really see a lot of what Little Mac does besides punching and uppercuts, but hey, if they can make say, Balrog from the Street Fighter games, who's a boxer, and they can make that, and Capcom can make that work. I think that if they put some time and effort, Sakurai's team could probably make a really compelling Little Mac character. The third is one that is one of these 2 characters is almost definitely going to be, and I see almost no reason why Nintendo wouldn't put them in. Either Chrom or Lucinda from Fire Emblem Awakening. I'm not the biggest Fire Emblem fan, haven't really dabbled much into the series, but I know how popular Awakening was, especially for a Fire Emblem game. So it would be really shocking to see either one of those 2 characters not make an appearance in the game. And yeah, that's my choices.
As you can see, he's more in, what's the word?
Games? Nintendo?
He just knows, he's more, what's the word?
Knowledgeable?
There you go. He's more knowledgeable about games than I am, so he knows a lot more in-depth. I wouldn't know enough about the Fire Emblem games to even name characters, although I really hope that, for the sake of the series, because I see how popular it's getting, that it gets some good characters. Actually, I just thought I wonder if they'd have anything from Monster Hunter. That'd probably be really
Monster
cool.
Hunter's a Capcom series. That doesn't work.
That's super.
I know. I mean, maybe if
3DS,
if Capcom's feeling generous, wants to put a second, third-party character in, you never know.
I guess.
We'll see. By the way, before we move on, honorable mention for me goes to Toad, because I think they could actually make a good moveset for Toad, but that's just me. Anyway, let's move on to the second question sent by Comics0026, and they ask, "Hey guys, love the blog. Thank you. I wanted to ask if you've seen the Super Smash Bros. 4 bingo game going around, and what characters you put in it. just for disclosure, this person runs the blog SSB4 Bingo. We'll provide a link to the blog so that you can check it out. The Super Smash Bros. 4 Bingo game is exactly what it says.
It's essentially a bingo game, but people put in the characters that they not that they want, but it's more than that. It says the rules for it says 5 characters you think are sure bets to be in SSB4, 5 characters you'd be surprised if they aren't in, 5 characters you think are probably in it, 5 characters you think might be in it, and 4 characters you think are long shots to be. You essentially fill up your bingo card with the characters, and then as they're confirmed, you cross them off, essentially, like bingo.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Now, the characters can't be people that have already been confirmed, so no putting in Luigi, even though he just got confirmed. And you obviously can only put video game characters unless it's like an extremely long shot. Now, when arranging the chart, it says that you can't have more than two characters from the same category in the same row, column, or the 2 diagonals. And you gotta mark which characters are in which category. Surebets are SB, your surprise if they're in it is S, probably is P, might be is M, and long shots are LS. And then you can upload it to your Tumblr, your Facebook, your Twitter, use the tag SSB4 Bingo, and just update it as characters are revealed, and have a great time with it. I think this is a really good idea. I've heard about it. I noticed that SSB4 Bingo followed us, but at the moment, I don't have a bingo card. I've just been rolling with the punches. We might make our own bingo card soon, but, that depends.
Each individually. It's really fun to see what we did. But, yeah, I definitely have heard of this. Looking for things on the tag, this is actually one of the main things that comes up. There's actually not a lot of Smash Bros. Blogs, surprisingly. So, yeah. It's actually a really cool idea, in my opinion, to count down the days.
So once again, please be sure to check out ssb4bingo.tumblr.com for any more information you may have on Super Smash Bros. 4 Bingo.
Yeah, and Comics0026, we'll make sure to try and actually make a bingo card since we can't just straight up answer your question right now.
Alright, our last question comes from Pistol Fingers, and they ask, what's your favorite Super Smash game? Alex, you go first.
Okay, this one, I know for most of the fans who played all of the games, they tend to say Melee is the better game, but my personal favorite has to be Brawl. As a kid, the first time playing the original 64 version, I was really horrible at it, and generally was Pikachu all the time because I love Pikachu. And my brother and my cousins and whatnot would just continuously beat me with Ness, and whoever they really felt like using. I wasn't that good at it, and by the time I played Melee, I'd gotten a little better, but I never owned the game personally. It was something we'd play sometimes at my friend's house, and we really enjoyed it. But when Brawl came out, it was huge. We were all into the game, and it was the first one I owned in the series, and it's aged well enough that we still constantly play it. And it's to the point where I'm just not used to Melee enough to see how Melee's better, because Brawl, obviously, the graphics are better. I like the character selection a lot. And when I go back to play Melee, the controls are so stiff in comparison. If you're used to Melee and then go to Brawl, you'd say it's too floaty, but since I'm so used to Brawl, I would have to say Brawl is my favorite. And the music and everything, the stages are really, really amazing, so, yeah.
Now, I'm a little more torn because there are some things I like more from Melee, and there are some things I like more from Brawl. Brawl, we got much more diverse character selections, the pure ambition of the soundtrack, the Subspace Emissary, the sheer amount of modes. I like a lot of the stages from the game. I like Delfino Plaza. I like Luigi's Mansion. But at the same time, there's a lot of things I really like about Melee. I love this, even though the soundtrack isn't as diverse, I love the soundtrack direction for the game. Even if the character roster is smaller, besides some of the clones, I think they chose some really good characters. I love a lot of the stages. I think the trophy system is infinitely better. I mean, it's cool that Brawl has a mini game for it, but in the end, I think I prefer just getting the trophies from the lottery straight up. I have a lot of fond memories with both games. There are things I like a little more, things like a little less. Oh yeah, one thing that just remembered. Target Test was infinitely better in Melee, because in Brawl there are only 5 stages based off of difficulty. In Melee, it was based on each character. That is something I infinitely prefer, and I hope that comes back for Smash 4. But in the end, I think both are really good games. Both are definitely greater than the first
So
one
you have a
for
favorite?
N64. So I guess I don't really quite have a favorite. It fluctuates. Here's hoping that Smash 4 becomes my favorite, because I hear they're doing a lot of good things. They're trying
It
to
looks amazing.
Yes, I love the new art. I love the revamped art style with a lot more bright colors, while also still keeping the realistic textures.
It's gonna be in HD.
Yes, it's going to be in HD.
Beautiful.
I like how it's going to be a balance between the melee speed and the brawl speed.
Mega Man.
Yes, Mega Man, Villager, Fit Trainer.
Fit Trainer looks really fun to play as.
Yeah, agreed. I might use her a couple times, though I'm probably really going to be sticking with Villager. And, Mario, Kirby. Here's hoping that there's a fast version of Link. Maybe Link from Link Between Worlds. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. I think we're wandering off, so.
Yeah. Well, that was all the questions we had for this one. This is just a little special we wanted to do. It's probably not going to be a regular feature unless we figure out how to record Skype, since we're not going to be in the same place
I'm
for
going
college.
4 hours away.
Yeah, and I'm
starting tomorrow.
And I'm going to be sticking here where I am going to be a commuter to college. So we might have to, if we can maybe try to figure out how to record from Skype, then we'll try that. But we have no promises. So. Oh, yeah?
There's also 2 things. 2 people requested ideas for this when we were still asking. One of them saying a free copy of Smash Bros. 4. The thing is, as 2 people going to our freshman year of college, we certainly do not have the money to do that. Maybe at a later time we'll do some sort of giveaway type thing. Although I can see it is a pretty good idea. That was... Anonymous... Wait.
No, that was Chomplet.
Chomplet.
Anonymous Greeting asked us if we could stream a Smash Brothers game, and
Which is a really great idea. Like, we would love to do that, but we really don't have the equipment to stream anything currently, so...
Yeah, I'm hoping I can maybe get a capture card. Maybe then I could post some Smash Brothers related videos, because Alexia is not taking her Wii to college. So, and I...
Oh,
and
since we're still using our... Wait, I just thought I'd clear that up.
Oh, sure.
Yeah... I know we're going back and forth on names. I introduced myself as Willem Grove, and my name is Alexia, and this is Dakota.
Yeah.
So you don't get confused, we're just calling each other random names back and forth.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah, you can blame me. Blame me. It's all my fault.
Alrighty.
Alright, so thanks.
Hopefully you enjoyed that, and we didn't sound completely ridiculous, because I've never done this before.
Hey, first time for everything. Thanks a lot for tuning in, and thank you once again for all the support, and we'll catch you all next time. See ya.
See ya.